I finally got everything situated. Oh, also, this photographer, Pascal? Sorry, I probably messed up your name there, but like, his work is insane. Check that out. Go follow this guy. Relight electrolytes. These are goated electrolytes. Not sponsored. I just love them. Thought you could use them. Alright, let's lock in. Alright, so I wanted to talk about keeping ideas at the front of your mind. So for me at least, and I'm sure you guys have this too, you often have ideas best while you're sleeping. And the thing is oftentimes we wake up in the middle of the night, we have a good idea, we have something we want to do. We go, oh, I'm not going to write that down, I'll remember it. 9 times out of 10 you didn't remember it and you didn't use it. So that's where notebooks come into hand. So this is why I still use paper notebooks, is I'll put one right by my bed, and what I can do is I wake up in the middle of the night, I got an idea, jot it down. No blue light, I'm not waking myself up by turning on my phone, and I write it down. Now the other thing I also do with these is the memory of writing, physically writing. I think in 2025, was it 2026? But one thing I feel like we often miss is the tactile writing down on paper that really helps us kind of iron out our ideas. Because when you write something down, not only are you forced to think critically about it to put it down on paper, but that does 2 things for you. One, that forces you to see if that idea is a good idea and whether you want to go through it. And the other thing it does is it just gets it out there in a way that you can't normally. So I have books and books of just ideas, and the thing too, this is like randomly, but when you write ideas, don't worry about it being, perfect organization. These are just ideas. Just jot them down in there, draw a picture, I don't know, draw some stick figures, whatever helps to get the idea cemented. We're just trying to iron out and throw out processes. So that's what I would recommend. And then in terms of like gear, I wouldn't say get a special notebook. Just find something you really enjoy. So for me, recently I've been using these little brown guys. So they're just small, they're spiral bound. That is something I found very important, is just spiral bound, just because it lays so flat. I find that something that's like more of a fold design just doesn't fold down very well. And unless it's insanely expensive, it's just not going to keep up very well, because you're constantly bending it and eventually it twists and rips out of the stitching. And the best part is these are like, $5 on Amazon. And then the other thing I like to do is I love the Pilot G2G pens. The Pilot GT07. These are great. I love pens personally. I think some people might want to use pencils just so they can erase, but I just love scribbling it down and then coming back in later and thinking about it. Actually, this is how this video took place, was thinking about that. And I also love the Pilots just because they give out just enough ink to like really have a nice dark line. I don't really love like little pens like the classic like Bic pens, just because they don't let out that much ink, and I don't like how thin the lines are, and they also just don't feel as nice. If you're going to write for extended periods of time, or frankly any time, get something that you really like, because it's just going to make your creative flow so much easier if you have something you're like, every time I'm like, yes, those are the pens I like to use. That's perfect. And yeah, it's just, there's so many benefits to it, and it's easy to do. And frankly, I just get tired of typing all the time. You're typing emails, suddenly your whole life is typing, and you feel like you're never connected to what you're doing. I think in 2025, it's very important to take the time to slow down and pause, and everything is right in front of you. This video is right in front of you. irritating it is to keep people's attention when you're making a video. You only have, what, 5 seconds, I think, is the average attention span. That's terrible. So do more reading, do more writing by hand, and I promise it'll make your creative thinking skills better. So subscribe, as always, please, if you like this video, and have a great evening or a great day or wherever you are. Let's go.